Hey guys, it's CJ. So, wanted to drop you a quick video because when I set this channel up, I said that I want to keep things as real and honest as possible. And I hope during the past, 8 months or so, you felt that the positive vibes I was putting off were straight from the heart, because they certainly were. So basically what this video is about, I'm going to try to keep this as short as possible. And I know I always say that and go long, so let's see what we can do about paring this one down. Last Friday, the Friday after Thanksgiving, I had a real kind of come to Jesus moment when I kind of took a look at some of the aspects of my life that I'd hoped to be further along by now, and realized that A, I was not really paying attention to them because they weren't further along, and then B, if I kept not looking at them, they're about to rise up and bite me in the butt. And it was a hard moment. It was very, very shocking to realize that something that I'd hoped was making headway at the very least on was not. And I really could have had a point where I started to write off, like I could feel myself sinking into that, anxious, overwhelmed kind of place in my heart. And I knew that if I let that go, then I would have really started to be back in that whole grinding out my life place, which is where I was when I left New Jersey and moved to Carolina. And when I decided to come back from Carolina, and all that took me to have that happen, to make that happen, there's no way I'm going to allow myself that luxury of bathing in that depression and anxiety thing anymore. So I really was proud of myself, that I grabbed it by the horns and put a stop to it. But and that kind of brings me just to the short message I want to send you is I am going through challenging times, and the reason I put up these videos is that we all do. Everybody does. No matter how successful you are, you go through challenging times. And the reason I think this is helpful is there are people on the internet that have succeeded, and they can say, oh yeah, well back 10 years ago I went through this and I was homeless, or I was living in my car, or whatever. But to me it's very past tense. I haven't found, and I follow quite a few of these, I haven't found one of them where they're actually going through that period of time before they succeeded. And and my goals of success, I know what they are, and they're not giant. I don't have to be certainly famous or anything else. My whole goal here is to help as many people as I can through music and fitness, and through these kind of life videos, and make a decent living doing it. So really, it's fitness and music are where my income is going to come from so far, and then these videos that I put up as far as like life vlogs are just that. They're just a way of saying, hey, I'm going through it as well, and I'm right in it right now. I know there's a lot of people who've been struggling with their jobs and everything else. So that's why I wanted to put this out. I am in the middle of it, and I found that if you really, really focus on what it is that you want, not what it is that's going wrong for you, you can change the way you feel. And I certainly did. I made myself a commitment when I decided to move back from Carolina last December, and then last January was when I really made it solid. I made myself a commitment that I would not miss another Christmas season, another holiday season. And I was really on the verge of that on the Friday after Thanksgiving. And I was very proud of the fact, and I am very proud of the fact, that I did not let that happen. So I am going to move forward. I need to look at things. I have some challenging times ahead, and I have to make decisions on them. And it's been very, very stressful. And P.S., stress does show up in your body, and I really do believe that 100%. I've had back problems and shoulder problems and knee problems, and I think 90% of those is just stress from these. I really do apologize. I did not follow through on the Faith, Hope, and Love videos as I hoped I would. There's just so much going on right now, and I find myself not being creative. And like I said, I started to have vocal issues. I'm working on that, and I'm trying to do the best I can. So I think that if you are experiencing stress, and if things are not really working for you, and all of a sudden you find yourself, please stay away from the thought like, I'm injured, I'm hurt, something's wrong. Yesterday, by the end of the day, I could hardly move. And today I feel very much improved, and I'm kind of feel like I'm already starting to heal. So there's that message. And finally, just want to say to you guys, whatever you're going through, stay in the present moment. Stay with a positive mindset. Do whatever it takes. Go to therapy, talk to a friend, do whatever it takes to stay in that positive mindset. Don't miss this season, because this really is a season of miracles. And the miracle is that you can do this. You know, I'm going to do this somehow. I don't even know how yet, but I'm going to make this work. And I will keep you posted to these challenges as I go through. I don't mean to be intentionally vague. There's things that I have to have settled before I can make announcements on them, and that's all that is. So I do feel good. I feel like, I've kind of had a couple decorations up. I'm not going to give you a whole tour of the place, but I have a couple decorations up, and I've been playing Christmas music. The stuff you hear in the background is some of the stuff I've been composing over the past year or so. I do have that going on, and I'm keeping the spirit alive for me this Christmas, despite the fact that there are some major challenges that I have to overcome. So that is my message, that you can do that you can make that happen despite whatever else is going on in your life. Stay focused on that positive, and you'll find that in the day-to-day, in the present moment living, that's where it really does matter. I'm reminded of the Christmas Carol. I mean, what a strange dichotomy in that story, because Ebenezer Scrooge had everything and enjoyed nothing, while Bob Cratchit had nothing and enjoyed everything. So that's going to be my mindset going forward. I'm not going to pay attention to the things that are not. I'm going to pay attention to the things that are not working so I can get them to work. But I'm also going to stay focused on what is working and what is good about this season. And I hope you will too. So I wish you guys the happiest of holidays. And I don't say that for PC reasons. I like saying happy holidays because it covers all of them. Saturnalia, Hanukkah, Christmas, solstice, whatever it is that you celebrate. I hope that you have an awesome celebration of this. I have a funny feeling it's going to be a cold, dark winter, and we all have to kind of keep our fires alive through these next few months. So let's do that. And anything I can do for you, I hope you'll reach out and let me know, because helping each other out is what makes us all feel so much better. And even Scrooge found that out by the end of the story, didn't he? All right, so I wish you happiest of holidays and all my best for this season, and I will talk to you soon.